Hey everybody, welcome back to Learning to Be Prepared. My name is Jeremy, and today we're going to take a look at a 2-month update of the Falconer 27. Stand by. After carrying this bag for 2 months, there is no visible damage to the bag, and in fact, I don't know of any damage to the bag. The color of the bag still looks great. I'm going to turn this bag around for you so that you can see what it looks like. There's the top, and even on the bottom, looks incredible. Literally, it looks brand new still. So this is how the bag looks, even after taking it from the house to the car, from the personal car to the work car, back to the personal car, and back into the house. It gets thrown around in the trunk. Sometimes it rolls around in the trunk. I will not confess that it is to my driving habits. Let's just say gravity takes its effect. But the bag has done great. No damage at all once again. And this is after using it on a daily basis for 2 months. Okay, so we just took a look at how the bag looks after having carried it for 2 months. To add a little bit to that, the comfortability of the bag has been great. I wear it in a fashion where both back straps are on, and I do use the sternum strap a lot. That way when I'm bending down, getting things in and out of the cars, or bending down, picking up things to get ready for work in the morning, the bag doesn't fall off. So it's very comfortable as well. Now we're going to take a moment and we're going to just look and see how I carry contents in the bag on a daily basis. Looking at how you will find this bag set up the way that I carry it is in the front. I keep 2 pouches, and those have my electronic cables and such in them. One of the most enjoyable features of this bag is how when you pull down the front, if you remember correctly from my original video, if you saw that, it has this organizer section with shock cord in it, and then you can arrange things however you would like. The way that I have it arranged is I keep a cigarette lighter, a headlamp, some paracord, a water tool so that I can get into faucets if I needed to gain access to water, and 3 baggies that each have a set of medical gloves in it. In the top section here, I have a couple glow sticks right over there. I have an eating tool, a little light so that if in the dark, when there are no other lights on, I can flip this up and it kind of gives me a little bit of light in this general area. I have some super glue in here, some lip balm right there, a bandana, and in the back I keep a baggie of different types of bandages. I really find that fold down section very, very handy. Now I have not had to use the medical gloves or some of these other items on a regular basis, but after having this for a couple months, this has absolutely got to be one of my favorite features. And when we did the original review, I did show you how it has this tab that you can stick out like that, but when you pull it down, it just gives you a quick access. But again, definitely one of my favorite features of having this bag. Now, one of the most used features that I've used on this bag for the last 2 months is hands down this top pocket. This top pocket has 1 zipper pull. I do wish it had 2. I just like being able to pull it down. In the front, I have some hand sanitizer. Right here in the back, I keep a little Vault 2.0 that keeps my lunch money. This will oftentimes be in different locations. Sometimes I have it in this bag. Sometimes I will put it in my front pocket if I have to walk into the restaurant. And then if I'm in my car at work, I'll keep this also in the bag that sits on my seat of the car. So depending on where I'm at, this actually does change places. I have some Kleenex, and using these little nylon stretchy sections here, I keep 2 flashlights in it right now. I keep an extra pocket flashlight, so if I forget to put one in my pocket before I leave, I have an extra one. And this has just been one of my extra backup lights for when I'm at work. Getting into the second section of the bag, I've kept this section set up pretty simple. In this top pocket here, I have 2 packs of wet ones. In the bottom section, right here, I keep a little boonie hat and a pair of gloves. I'm going to raise the bag up just a little so you can kind of see. On this section part of the bag, I know this looks upside down, but you know, when it's laying flat like this, it actually is kind of more upright. I had this connected in here by one of Vanquest Mole Airs. These are very affordable and allows you to take items with well, it's hard to see because of the mole panel on there, but it has the molly loops on the back of it, and you put this mole air on there and it allows you to use this on the hook and loop. So this is what I keep, kind of what I call my toolkit. I have a video on my YouTube channel if you'd like to see more of that, but I keep that just right there. Inside this top pocket right here, I keep my poncho, and I have 3 kind of sets of batteries that I can fall back on in case my batteries in my lights go out. Okay, so now we're going to go to the main pocket. In the main pocket, what I normally use this for is, I'm going to move this over here so you can see. If you notice, those are not falling out, okay? And that's because I've taken advantage of the hook and loop on the back portion of this bag. It's also right down here as well. But I keep a first aid kit on top. In the middle, I have a survival-ish type kit, just in case this is the only bag I have on me. And down here, I have another pouch with food. And what I did is I went to Walmart and I bought a pack of Velcro, and I just put it back on the back of each of these little organizers, and I'm able just to stick that right on there, and all 3 of those stay on there very well. If you remember, I'll turn this around for you. If you remember, there is a pocket right here. I just don't really use that a lot, at least not right now the way that I'm carrying it. But the pocket is still in great shape, nothing wrong with it after carrying this for 2 months. Okay, and then I still don't carry a water bladder in this bag, but what I do carry back here is I carry a admin pouch. This is just where I keep my emergency money, pens and Sharpies and everything. Well, it's not really emergency money. It's just a little bit of money in case I can't gain access to an ATM machine. I just wanted to have a little bit on me just to use. Never know when you might go out to dinner, or it takes a family out to dinner from church or something. Okay, so that's how I have the bag set up. And this has worked very well for me for the past 2 months. Okay, well, I hope everybody enjoyed a quick overview of what I keep in my bag at this time. I'm using this as an EDC bag. When I think about who this bag is for, I think that anybody that's looking for a backpack style pack would do just fine carrying this bag. Now, if you happen to have a lot of back problems or some type of health problem that weight would be an issue with, then be careful, because being a 27-liter pack, there's a tendency to put a lot of stuff in there, and the more you put in there, the heavier it's going to be. Now, I also think that this bag would be great as a EDC bag, which is a bag that you carry every day that has items that you want to use on a regular basis, and even some emergency supplies just in case something happens. If you want to carry this bag as a get-home bag, I think it will work well, just as if you want to carry it as a bug-out bag. If you use it for any of the two latter bags, a get-home bag or a bug-out bag, you want to take into consideration that the main compartment is not massively deep or wide front to back. If you carry a sleeping bag, a tremendous amount of clothes, or large items like a bigger stove or some sort of item like that, you want to keep in mind that it's not going to be as deep of a back pocket as, say, an Ibex 20 or some other type of bag that has a massive main compartment. But I think the bag can certainly be used in all three of those situations. And some of you guys are just incredible when it comes to organizing, and you're going to have a lot of capabilities with this bag. Also, if you want to use the bag for camping or traveling, it's going to work great for that as well. Okay guys, if you've stuck around this long, I have a special treat for you now. I'm going to show you real quickly just a few tips and tricks that can help you to get the most out of your Falconer 27. Okay guys, the first tip that I want to show you is going to be in the middle compartment. So if you open up this compartment like that, you're going to remember that there's this bottom pocket right here, okay? It has some Velcro to keep it closed. That Velcro lines up perfectly with the morale patch that goes on the Husky or the Slim EDC organizers. When you stick those in there like that, the Velcro matches up and it keeps it from falling out. And this pocket is just the right size to either put the EDC Slim or the Husky in there. If I take the Slim right off, I'll show you, I'll put that one in there as well. Close it up. They fit great like that. Okay. The next thing that I want to show you, for a lot of you, is going to be really nice. On some of these smaller backpacks, they come with these waist belts. As you can see, both sides is just pretty much a 1.5 inch strap. For some people, that can become very uncomfortable. If you take some of your other Vanquest gear, for an example, I'm going to use my Mobius pack. They come with a shoulder pad, and it's held on there by these little Velcro strips. So if I undo these, it comes off just like that, okay? Here's what you do, guys. You take this shoulder strap like this, and you simply use the Velcro strips like that to put on your Falconer 27 waist belt. And as you can see, it puts padding on it. And you might be asking, well, if you only have one, how is that going to work? Well, the good news is Vanquest should be selling these little waistband cushions, and I believe they're going to come in a pack of 2, and so you can buy those and just add them onto your strap and you'll have a padded waist belt. Also, if you happen to have an Ibex 30, you can take off the waist belt from the Ibex 30 and it will fit on the Falconer or the Falconer 27. So you have 2 options there to give yourself a lot nicer waist belt, okay? Now the last thing that I want to show you, we touched on already, but don't forget about this strap right up here. Okay, that comes undone. That comes in very handy if you want to either strap on another organizer with a little handle like that, or what a lot of you might end up doing is when you're hiking, you get tired of your hat being on your head, you want it to air out just a little bit. Stick it right through the little back of the hat, snap it like that, and there you go. It'll hold your hat, so when you're walking you can get some fresh air up there, okay? And don't forget, in this bottom front pocket you have that little tab down there. You don't have to use it, but if you want to use it, allows for that quick access. Okay? Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.